Oh, so we're gonna be working a little quick session, maybe just warming up, just skating. Work on some front boards and ollie up the curbs, you know, just little something, nothing really special. Right here outside my house. We got my dog over there, I don't know, sniffing the gate. Got the flat bar ready right here. Just regular, you know, regular kids skateboarding rails in the streets, how we did back in the day. And I got Bobby over there getting ready. It's a hot day out here in San Bernardino. I think it's in the 90s, but living in Arizona got us used to it, right, Bobby?
Huh?
We're used to the heat. Sometimes. There you go. She's padded up. You know, I know a lot of people get slack for wearing helmets and stuff. I grew up in the era with no helmets, no pads, none of that. Bobby's taking some heavy slams, you know, the last couple of years. Here we go. We just warm up, you know, on the ollies, especially just getting that snap. I think that's one of the most important things we can do. With the little switch roll off, you know, we try to just work things together, you know. It's always point A to point B, point C, you know what I mean? Everything has a purpose when we're out here skateboarding. We're not out here just, you know, sometimes we just come and we just do whatever, but sometimes when we're just working on stuff, you know, we like to do that point A to point B, always have something ready, you know. She's not doing contest skateboarding currently. We're just skateboarding, you know. I'm gonna start skateboarding soon. You know, I just get tired, you know, from work and just regular life, adult stuff, you know. When I'm at the skate park, sometimes I feel like a teenager again, but then I hear somebody call me dad, and you know, like, it's reality. There goes the little switch roll off. You know, working on the switch is important, you know. We definitely been working on switch ollies and ollies and things like that, but this is just a little warm up, the way that she warms up, you know. Switch ollies, you know, important. Ollies are really important, but she's gonna work her way up to the rail right now. Maybe a couple board slides. You ready for some board slides, or you're just gonna skate a little bit more? Huh? So are you ready for board slides? Yeah, okay. She says she's ready for some board slides, so I'm just gonna move the rail over. All right, here we go. She has a, just work on board slide first, just get the little hang of it. First try, most definitely. You know, it's we try being consistent as much as we can, but my schedule be all over the place, so sometimes Bobby doesn't get to skate as much as other kids, you know. We do 3 times a week, sometimes 4 if it's possible, you know. Skateboarding, it's not everything to us. There's more to life, you know. Other people, other parents, you know, they think skateboarding's it, you know. And as far as us, you know, I understand there's more to life, you know. Skateboarding is just a phase in her life. We don't know what's gonna happen, you know, but we want more than skateboarding for her. This is something she likes, something she enjoys, and if something comes out of it, cool. If not, that's cool too, because, you know, that's not the goal for us, for her to be a skateboarder forever, unless that's what she wants, and it's fine. We're gonna support her, you know, as a parent. I think that's our job, to help our kids pursue their dreams. Oh, there goes another board slide. Let's do some board slides to fakie. That's something that we hardly ever work on.
I don't know what happened.
There you go. There you go. First slam of the day. We don't work on the board slides to fakie. Maybe it's something that we don't do because I'm not really fond of it. I feel like I don't know. I don't like that how they come out. I don't like how they look. You know, she did her first try, but maybe we need to start working at it. I know it's like, I like to think about it as it's a setup trick. You know, you board slide a fakie, you come out fakie to set up for a fakie trick or a switch trick, which it kind of makes sense, right? And nothing wrong with that at all. Got these cars right here going really slow. Like, come on, let's go. My daughter won't go if these cars are in the way, even though they're not in our way, but you never know, you know. Here goes another try right here. Boom. You know, I guess she's as good as I thought she was on the, I thought she was doing, I didn't think she was gonna do this good. I mean, we never practiced them, but hey, she got it. Let's do 3 more and let's move on to front boards. The rail looks good. I said keep on doing board slides to fakie and then we'll move on to front boards. Yeah. Ooh, I think that was the best one yet. I don't know, you know, I don't like to use the word practice because we're skating. When I was a kid and I hung out with my friends, and man, we did hours and hours of skateboarding, right? We didn't call it practice, we just called it skateboarding. We just skating, you know. And back then we skateboarded for hours, from, you know, there'll be times from 7 in the morning to like midnight, you know, and that was just regular for us. Boom, another one right there. It wasn't that good, but you know what, maybe we gotta work on those things, you know. I need to get back on the board, you know. You guys wouldn't understand unless you guys know how it feels, you know, when you're sliding a board slide. You know, for me, my favorite trick to do, my favorite grind was the feeble, you know, locking into it and just grinding that feel, just sliding all the way through. There's nothing like it, you know. And I want my daughter to experience that, to know that feeling, you know. And she will. We're gonna work on those feebles. We started working on them, and it was more like a back 5-0 kind of, or or it was like a back salad, but we'll get there, you know. We haven't worked on anything, but we don't even work on 50-50s, but she was able to do like a back salad instead of the feeble, and I need to get that on camera too, because maybe if she can't do the 50-50 yet and she's able to do a back salad, then I think that's good, right? Here goes another one. I think that's it, right? All right, here comes the front boards right here. It's a pretty long rail too. You know, fortunately I had to stand on the street. We have a elementary school right there, and sometimes these drivers, they don't know how to act. They're just speeding through, you know. And we'll see these guys just speed through all the way through, and I have to stand right here. Woo! Almost first try right there. But she's pretty consistent on the front board, and we've been eyeballing some.
Every time I do a front board, I don't know, I take like 3 tries to look at it. I don't know.
And it's not, it's a pretty long flat bar, you know. Ollie up. Let's go. It's gonna be a short video, you know. It's just the way we just skate, you know. I just need to get up here, but I'm a bit tired. Here it goes right here, front board. Oh, she'll get the next one. So you need to swing those hips out, swing those shoulders out. Just do it. Just some rail skateboarding. I don't know. Trying this little something different. Here she goes right here. She's gonna land it right here. Oh, she's fine. What happened? You got stuck? Oh, I thought she was gonna get it this one.
The hood is literally so bad.
What do you think? You need a little wax? What do you think?
I think only by 0.
Yeah, but that's not what's stopping you. Sometimes you don't need a lot of wax because your speed is helping you push through that, okay? But usually I leave some wax out here. Shout out to the homie Blue for his never melting wax, his ever wax, which I don't have any out here, but guess what? I do have it in my bag. It's called Ever Wax, I believe. Everlasting Wax or Ever Wax. We carry it with me, and it's, you know, it's really good. It's, you know, it's designed for the heat. My friend Blue's out of Arizona, so he's close. He knows the heat. You know, he has to make something that's not gonna melt. This is some of it right here. Let's do a little light coat. Nothing crazy. The rails, it's hot as you could tell, but let's see. Run your board through that. Better? All right, let's get it. I'm not sure. I don't want to put too much, you know, but sometimes you just need a little something to get that slide going. You know, I'm not going this side because I do watch out for the cars that are passing by. There's one right here going fast, and here she goes right here. Boom. See, all she needed was a little wax. She got it right here. Come on, let's do 2 more.
It's really hot.
Yeah, it's really hot. I'm not sure if you can tell. We are in the desert. I believe San Bernardino is the desert. I don't know. Maybe an hour away from the desert. Don't quote me on this. I'm originally from Long Beach, California. Always sunny. Got the beach breeze going in. Here she comes. Here she comes. Oh, there you go. That was the best one yet. Best one yet. We like to be repetitive too, you know, just to get emotion, just so when we go somewhere else, you know, she already could pull it, she could do it, you know. And from board is one of those tricks, you know, it's unforgiving. You fall on it, it hurts, you know. And it's gonna continue to be back to back because she's so used to it. Let's get one more, and then we'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Let's go. Right here is last one, and we're just gonna focus on some other things right here. There you go. All right, you guys, hopefully you guys like the video. Subscribe. See you guys for the next one.